Hello, my name's Koromokimo. Welcome back to Slay the Princess, and this might be the last episode, so let's get into it.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
That's right, last time we decided to save the princess, but asked her to stay in the cabin with us.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
The narrator, the paranoid, and the hero, the smitten, I think is right there, behind her.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Yeah. Well, what is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Oh.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said. Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned? I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Eat.
You begin to feast,
Finally eat.
and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
Nice.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
Stop. I'm not sure how to describe how I feel about this, but I feel this is kind of how, couples are usually exciting and all that at the beginning, but when it starts to calm down, sometimes this just kind of happens. And that's kind of painful to see like this. Because what it's doing is it's showing the best part, and then it's showing a lower part, and then it's showing the actual
So the shadow sweeps over the table,
lows.
clearing the old and laying out the new. And so
Or I
you
could just
do
be
it
over
again.
reading it. I could just be reading too hard into it. But like, that's what I feel. It kind of just hurts.
The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
I think it is.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down. We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
Ooh. I have a feeling this is going to be a rough episode. Oh. Okay. That's okay.
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
That's not good.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
No.
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Stop. Did you make that torch go out? I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say. Just a torch, don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light. When we ate, what are we supposed to do?
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
No. You said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all this happen. He's the one who trapped us here.
Yes.
Who? The lovesick one. The one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
Yeah. You were really chatty last time. Don't you have anything to say?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. No, I saw him smile. That's him. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
Mm-hmm.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do?
No.
He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Excuse me.
But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat. There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her, at least not for now.
Something's holding me down.
The princess smiles nervously.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here. We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need.
No.
He just wants us to be happy.
It feels like
we've been given everything someone else has told us we wanted. But it isn't what we want.
Yes.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
Yeah.
I'm happy, I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful. I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
Yeah. Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
I need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
That's not. It's not
There's
hers.
just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
I don't know. Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Okay.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
No.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I feel empty, so that's that, huh? Why are you crying? Are you okay? Well, this sucks. You can open your eyes. I'm still here, you know. Nothing's changed. We're just sitting in the dark. Don't say anything.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Yeah.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Good.
Do you still care about me?
Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure it out how I feel about you. I've just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. No, slay the princess. Say nothing. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real.
I don't know what this is.
I'd like to find out.
Me too. And I don't think we're going to find anything here. So,
Oh my god.
I guess it's time for us to leave.
Ah, fuck. Offer her your hand. Yeah.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? It does, if he's telling the truth. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world. Really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Oh, fuck. Why? Why did this game get to me so goddamn much?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Good. I don't think there's any reason to fight anymore.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
Good.
And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
Yeah.
The stars are so beautiful.
Yeah. A quiet moment passes over you. Comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Good. She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move. A soft, sad smile, widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretched to their limits. Only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Yeah. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you?
Yes. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow. Just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Bird. Many-eyed bird. Maybe. Broken. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
If you're not me, then what are you?
I am an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
In one of your lives, you doubted yourself. You thought all of this was wrong.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
If you made me, then what am I? No. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Not gonna happen. Sorry, I'm going to crack open a soda. Burp, burp, burp. Alright. I mean, there's a lot of questions I can ask. You've called this place a construct. What is it supposed to do?
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
That's why she was constantly changing. I don't think you should get rid of death itself. Death is necessary for life. If you don't have death, you then become immortal. And there's a problem with that. Immortality is suffering. It's far more suffering than death. Death at least has a salvation at the end. Yeah. How is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either.
Uh-huh.
Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Yeah, no one wants to leave, but it needs to happen. You're delusional.
I'm only delusional if I'm wrong. And I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong.
You can. What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever. There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Sure. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
That's true. I think you're out of time. I'm not gonna... I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Yeah. Break. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the long quiet. A vast and nascent God. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin. One last time. An honest heart. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. I would have liked to have seen her as a vessel. Oh. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, excuse me? Ah, princesses.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Yes.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the lone quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
How much time do I have? I got about 30 minutes. I think this will be done before that. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yes.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Okay. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice. It's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. No. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? No. If I let you out, the entire world end for good. Can't do that. Let's talk this through.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Okay.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life.
How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
Address this vessel's statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death, and change and stagnation. That isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you. But I've existed without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with violence. Address it directly. I was so glad to dance with you. That was a mockery of the life we shared. What we shared there was agony, but it doesn't have to be like that. We can find a way to make things better. I'd never want to hold the world still. Was suffering the only alternative? I'd never want to hold the world still. It needs you. The only reason we weren't happy was because we couldn't forget. There's a version of that world worth living. It needs you. I'd never want to hold the world still. I'm so glad to dance with you.
And dance with me again, and you'll never have to stop.
It's nice, but the heart.
A torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, alive and dead, all at once.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you humbled me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
I didn't. Oh, that one's in. What's with the effect? I didn't humble you, you humbled yourself, just as you broke yourself upon me then. So will you break yourself upon me now? That's a violent one. Address it directly. It didn't last. It wasn't worth it. After everything you put me through, it felt good to watch you fall apart. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning. Turn. No. I didn't humble you, you humbled yourself. Just as you broke yourself upon me, so will you break yourself upon me now. Appeal to your shared humanity. No. I want to address the vessel directly. It gave it meaning. It gave the struggle meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
Yeah,
A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. You knew me,
Right.
and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now. And you chose to pull apart
wild.
that weave. But you did not choose to end me. We were still one, but we were also separate, and we were free. We were as we are. Will you excise that part of yourself now that you see me from yet another angle?
I'm not going to... No, address you directly. You were a part of me. I couldn't bring myself to hurt you. I couldn't bring myself to hurt you then. Maybe I should have. I miss what it was like to be together. Can we go back to it? No. You were a part of me. I couldn't bring myself to hurt you.
All things are connected through me and through you. To harm me is to harm yourself, is to harm everything. The truth of that moment remains our truth.
Okay.
You are weightless and alone, suspended in the gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. A tiny island caught between the death of the old and the birth of the new. But weightless is not helpless.
That's true.
You unchained your will and rose against a would-be god, and for a shining moment made yourself my equal. And then you surpassed me.
That's true.
Without me, there are no externalities to resist. And without you to resist me, there can be no externalities. It is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
Even when you became a shadow of a god, you were still you were bound to my will. I unraveled you then. There is nothing stopping me from unraveling you now. Address directly, what do we have? I'm sorry for what I did to you. We made each other worse. You ripped me open then. I was only returning the favor. You were consumed by your own ego. I missed when you was here. You were consumed by your own ego.
And you shed your doubts to rise against me. It was only together that we were able to create something beautiful.
Bull.
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom.
Yes.
Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
I'm going to address directly. I don't want to keep anyone still. What does the path matter if it always ends? No, the path needs to end. I don't want to keep anyone still. But I don't want them to live perpetually.
Nor should you. Nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience. And their purpose is the same.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
No. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Yeah, I never wanted to fight you. But how do we leave? Can't let that happen. Can't let everything die. I was told there was enough of you in me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm going to trust that's true. I have to fight for a better world. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You are cruel to yourself, and I cannot let that exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it
Hey,
alone.
hero, how you doing? Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Yeah?
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then
I'm
let's
ready.
go.
Oh. Everything gained definition.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you need me to describe things?
Oh, she's out there. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cat? I'd like that for old time's
Yeah.
sake.
Of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
Good.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
I'm not gonna take the blade. It's just you and me. Did anyone else make it to the
It's
cabin?
just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Yeah. I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Yeah. How much time I got on my... Oh, I got 10 minutes. Alright. Enter
No
the
blade
basement.
it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Yeah.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Yeah. Sit with her. So good to finally see you again. Sorry for all the times I've hurt. Well, it's good to see you again.
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
The first time we met, I cut your throat open. If anyone should be apologizing for anything, it should be me. You were only trying to help.
Sorry, put my phone on silent.
You know, when she puts it like that,
I don't think I want to be a god.
Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us. All they do is cram us into boxes where we don't fit.
Yeah, I
Just like this
agree.
cabin.
Yeah, just like this cabin. Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either.
Yeah. Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you? So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I never had one. And do not call me the Shifting Mound. It's too much. But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that? And as for you, well, hero works for me.
but that's me. You know, I think I like that.
Good. None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you.
Yeah? Which princess are you?
I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. And I feel real. But I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that.
Yeah. What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Who knows? Explorer, take her hand in yours. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know this. I'm not even going to read the last one.
I guess
I want
when
to
you
know
put
this.
it that way, I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Yeah. Leave with the princess. You lead, and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But There is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. Then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like out there.
Yeah.
Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Neither of us knows what it's going to be like out there. Are you ready? Who's going to open it? Both of you. Open the door. Who's going to open it?
Both of us. Together.
And what happens next? Okay. That... This game was fantastic. I love it. And I'm probably going to go through and get everything on my own time. You guys will have to do that yourselves as well. Thank you for watching. I loved it. I imagine things would be different. Like, you could do different answers during quite a bit of it. But I'm glad this is the first finished series on my channel. My name's Koromokimo. Like, comment, whatever, I'll try and get back to you. I'm not going to be like instant on it, but I'll get back to you. Oh, subscribe, it'll help me later on down the road. Have a nice time. Let's see if there's anything after the credits. Oh my god. Well, we know one of those people. Our song. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. So these are all the songs that played throughout me playing. I meant it. Okay, cool. Now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the Memories tab, and it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. Everyone, I'll see you later.